North Bergen trailing 24-20 as we're coming up with the final 2 minutes of the first half. Golden with the interception. Golden with the chin up on the rim. 18 points for Sean Golden now here in the first half. 26-20, 4 unanswered points now for Riverdale. Astudillo-Cedeno, high arcing rainmaker of a three. 11 points for the senior. He has knocked down all 3 of his threes here in the second quarter. 26-23. Deflected away. North Bergen now bringing it down the other way. Astudillo-Cedeno, he's been feeling it. He decided to go right to the rim. No resistance whatsoever. He's got 13 points, 11 of which have come in this second quarter alone. 1 point game coming up on the final minute of the first half, and Hickey is swarmed into a turnover. North Bergen starting to raise the heat here on the pressure in this first half. And now the Bruins the chance with a basket to take the lead just before halftime. Mejia will get it up top to Aiden Rivera. Rivera now over. Astudillo-Cedeno, he's feeling it. Shake and bake, release. 3 could not fall. Full court pressure again by the Bruins. Here's Hickey with a defender on his hip. Hickey dribbling up a storm, and it's going to be a blocking foul as North Bergen just couldn't beat him to the spot to potentially draw an offensive foul. That foul will go against North Bergen there. Looks like it's against Christopher Guerra, number 4. The senior picking up the foul, his first. That is the 15th foul, which means Liam Hickey will head to the line to shoot 2. Hickey swishes home the first. He's got 7 points here in the first half for the Golden Hawks. 26-point performance against Secaucus. Only scored 4 points, Hickey did against Memorial. Good first half for Hickey. He's up to 8 points, goes 2 for 2 at the line. Now Riverdale responds with full court pressure of their own, and a timeout's going to be given to Kevin Bianco, as it looked like his star sophomore Aiden Rivera was about to turn it over on the near sideline. 46.5 seconds left to go in the second. 28-25, Riverdale in front of North Bergen. (28-25), the lead here for Riverdale. If you're just joining us, Riverdale, Sean Golden with 18 points in the first half. 14 in the first quarter alone, and many of them just easy drop-ins to him, and he towers over the much smaller North Bergen defense. That had led to early and easy offense. Riverdale led 18-10 after 1 quarter of play, but then North Bergen has come back into this game because of their prolific three-point shooting and their fast-paced defense, speeding up the game and leading to turnovers. And now it's gotten the Bruins in a position here to potentially tie the game just before the break. 28-25, 40 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. Rivera nearly lost it. Astudillo-Cedeno bodied up there. Will Bruner has come into the game and trying to take care of business against the top player for North Bergen. Bruins weaving their way through traffic. Here's Cameron Perez. Perez can be a lethal shooter as well. And that time it's stolen away by Golden, just in play. Golden goes coast to coast. 20 points in the first half for Sean Golden. Remarkable athleticism there to get the deflection, keep it in bounds, and finish at the rim. Astudillo-Cedeno missed it. Put-back attempt also no good, and that'll end a frantic finish to the first half with a 30-25 lead for Riverdale. The story in that first half, the play of Sean Golden, the senior, outstanding in the first half for the Golden Hawks. 20 of his team's 30 points, as he is a tower of power here in the first half of play. Stick around, fans, as we'll be back for the start of half number 2 here at the Jack Reilly Holiday Tournament, presented to you by the Fort Lee Athletic Department. And Fort Lee Athletics, by the way, would like to thank all of our proud sponsors, including our premier sponsor, the Gyro Project. Please visit them at 2151 Lemoyne Avenue for a delicious modern take on what Greek food is all about. Also like to thank Noble Fitness, located at 2460 Lemoyne Avenue. Proud tournament sponsor. Noble Fitness, step into the most powerful version of yourself. Base Camp Fitness, located in Edgewater in the Whole Foods Plaza. Get stronger at your level in less time at Base Camp Fitness. Anytime Fitness of Cliffside Park is a proud sponsor of the Jack Reilly Holiday Tournament. Icon Recovery and Saddlebrook are committed to being a guiding force in the journey towards lasting recovery from substance abuse. And a very special thank you to Shoe Cosmetics and the Vickers family for sponsoring this year's tournament. Stick around as we'll be back for the start of the second half of play as North Bergen trails Riverdale at the half, 30-25. Welcome back, everybody, inside East Gymnasium here at Fort Lee High School as we're moments away from the resumption of play and the start of the second half as Riverdale leads North Bergen by a score of 30-25 in this fifth-place showdown, game number 11 in our 12-game event over the course of 3 days here as part of the 2023 Jack Reilly Holiday Tournament. Dan Long, joined alongside by Dimitri Nanis and Renee Matisich. We apologize for any technical difficulties we might have had early on in this broadcast, but there have been no difficulties whatsoever for Sean Golden, as Golden has been dominant inside for Riverdale, going against a much smaller North Bergen side. Golden has feasted relatively easily, collecting 20 points in that first half. He had 14 of his 20 points in the first quarter alone. That allowed Riverdale to jump out to an 18-10 margin against North Bergen, but credit to the smaller Bruins side. They fought back in this game because their guards started to connect from three-point range. They connected on 5 threes in that first half and pulled closer thanks to their defense starting to ratchet up a little more pressure against the Riverdale guards, leading to turnovers and more possessions. But Riverdale had a nice closing salvo to end that second quarter to take a 5-point lead with them into the start of the second half. North Bergen began this tournament with a loss on day number 1 against Passaic, bounced back with a 20-point victory against Fort Lee. Riverdale lost to Memorial in their first game by 10, but then bounced back in a blowout win against Secaucus. One team trying to finish this tournament with back-to-back victories. Riverdale trying to go to 3-3 on the season. North Bergen trying to go to 2-4. Riverdale in their black and gold, while North Bergen in their white, red, and gold. We'll see what type of halftime adjustments have been made by both coaching staffs. Trying to find Golden. There's an adjustment immediately. Fronting the post was Mejia. Leads to the turnover. And now the ball goes back up top to Aiden Rivera. Rivera had 7 points in the first half. Getting it to Mejia as Phil Dornheim extends his defense outside the perimeter. Mejia, top of the key, giving it over to Rivera. Rivera trying to shake past Nunez. Can't. Great on-ball defense there by number 4 in black. Rivera contested 3, no good. Rebounded inside by Liam Hickey. Hickey had 8 points, second leading scorer in the game for Riverdale. Hickey, hesitation dribble, gets right to the rim and one. Hickey got a step on his defender, went right to the rim. No one there to come over on the weak side. And now a three-point opportunity here for Liam Hickey, who's got 10 points in this game. Hickey missing on the foul shot. Golden swoops in. He'll be fouled on his way up. And things going from bad to worse here for North Bergen. Not boxing out, and that's leading to another opportunity for Golden to head to the line where he's been a perfect 3 for 3 in this game. Now 4 for 4. Sean Golden with 21 points in this game. Hickey missing on his first foul shot. He got tipped out in space. Golden tried to save it after his own miss, and it leads to a transition hoop the other way for Cameron Perez. Perez with 5 points. Now Riverdale trying to break the pressure by quickly getting it down the floor. Turnaround by Hickey is good. Liam Hickey now starting to assert himself a little bit more. He's up to 12 points in this game with a quick 4 points to start off the second half. 35-27. It's been the story of Golden and Hickey, the dynamic duo leading Riverdale here today. They have 32 of their team's 35 points against North Bergen. It's been a two-man show, and Asadio Cedeno is trying his best to keep his team within striking distance. He's got 13 of his team's 27 points, and he's heading to the line to try to cut into that 8-point deficit. Missing, though, on the first foul shot. Well, Bruner was the one who was called for the foul for Riverdale, his first, team's first as well here in the third quarter. Cedeno goes 1 of 2 at the line, giving him 14 points now in this game. 35-28 full court pressure displayed by North Bergen, trying to claw their way back in this one. Riverdale has led from the start. Tipped away, there's a steal. That's North Bergen's formula for success here. Force turnovers, get back into this one and hope for some hot shooting. Now Cedeno looking to get some help from a pick and roll game. Lofts it up in the middle of the lane and he drew nothing. No contact, no foul, and an air ball instead. As Hickey pulls up from deep, no good. I should say from around the foul line, and mid-range jumper was no good. One of the participants in tonight's finals come here into East Gymnasium Memorial, one of the rivals of North Bergen, watching on to see their Hudson County rivals take on Riverdale. High arcing three falls for Cameron Perez. Perez's second made three of this game. He's got 8 points. Lead is down to 4. Dornheim holding on to it. Perez almost forcing the steal. Mejia getting to it as well. Dornheim holding on to it, and now Golden does get the attention of the official closest to him. They get the timeout call to save possession for Riverdale with 5:05 left to go in the third quarter. Riverdale's lead, which was 8 just moments ago, has been trimmed down to 4, 35-31. Again, we'd like to thank our proud sponsors here of the 2023 Jack Reilly Holiday Tournament. Premier sponsor is the Gyro Project. Visit them at nearby 2151 Lemoyne Avenue for a delicious modern take on what Greek food is all about. Also like to thank our presenting sponsors, Noble Fitness, Base Camp Fitness, Anytime Fitness, Icon Recovery, and Shoe Cosmetics, as well as the Vickers family. 5:05 left to go in the third quarter. 35-31, Riverdale on top. Sean Golden with a game-high 21 points will be doing the inbounding. Nunez, watched by Perez. Now Golden operating beyond the three-point line. He's also connected on 1-3 in this game, showing off all facets of his game. Golden trying to establish himself in the post. Turnaround shot, no good. Cedeno getting the ball, tied up though by Golden. And possession arrow will give it back over to North Bergen. Good hustle by both players. As that'll be inbounded to Rivera. And Rivera will make the slow march up the floor. Into the corner, Cedeno. No good on the three, tipped around, rebound secured by Hickey. Hickey with a breakout the other way. Hickey getting double teamed right in front of us. Dislodged of the ball, but it's going to be possession still staying with Riverdale, but that's what the Golden Hawks have to look out for. Once they get pinned in a tight area, double team's going to fly to them. North Bergen predicates its defense on pressure and displaying a lot of it. Makes up for the lack of size. Golden, though, drifts inside the lane, fouls his own miss, tries to put it back up and in. Got fouled as he'll head to the foul line to shoot a pair again. With 4:13 left to go here in the third, and Riverdale leading by 4. Perez just picked up his third personal for North Bergen. As Golden will roll in that foul shot. Five of 6 from the line in this game. Now 5 of 7. 22 points for Sean Golden. 5-point lead for Riverdale as we close in on the midway point of the third quarter. Velasquez getting pressured close to midcourt. Here's Cameron Perez. Perez, who had a quiet performance against Fort Lee, has erupted here. Couple of knockdown threes. Golden trying to watch Estadio Cedeno, who picked up his dribble. Looks for an outlet, gets it up top to Gianfranco Mejia. Rivera takes Dornheim off the dribble, right to the rim for the lay-in. 9 points for Aiden Rivera. Decisive move right to the rim. Golden in the open floor. Mejia tries to draw the contact, but it's going to be an and one opportunity. Mejia could not slip over in time to draw the charge. Golden just sprinted his way right down the other end of the floor to get another 2 points, and now a chance at the three-point play. Golden missing on another foul shot. He started off 4 for 4, but has now missed 3 of his last 4. Settles for the 2-point bucket. That was Mejia's second foul, team's 4th. Estadio Cedeno fading away 3. Velasquez once again doing what he does best, the hustle plays, but then he lost it on the baseline to Nunez. Here's Golden drifting down the middle of the floor, gives it to Dornheim. A couple of players caught in midair, and they'll drop on top of his back for a foul. Phil Dornheim will head to the foul line for Riverdale as the Golden Hawks getting it done on one side of the floor, and they're trying to push the pace themselves in unsettled situations to get early and easy offense. Foul again was against Mejia, and now he's in foul difficulty with 3 fouls. Dornheim missing on the foul shot, and now bad foul shooting starting to plague Riverdale here in this third quarter. They have 5 misses at the foul line in this quarter, or this would be a much more comfortable lead for the Golden Hawks. Dornheim missing on a pair. North Bergen still in this game. Perez fouled as he's shooting the 3 from behind. And Perez will now head to the foul line to shoot 3 with 2:48 left to go in the third quarter. Right off the miss of the Riverdale foul shot, you saw North Bergen not wasting any time. They wanted to sprint down the floor. Bruner was trying to trail from behind and maybe swat away that shot, but instead got a piece of Cameron Perez. And Perez sinks the first foul shot. He's got 2 more coming. 9 points in this game for the sophomore. Great shooting form for Perez. He's up to 10 points in this game. He had 10 points in their first game, a loss against Passaic, where he knocked down 3 threes in the loss. Perez trying to make it 3 for 3 at the line in this last opportunity. And he does just that, barely hitting the iron. 11 points for Cameron Perez, and this is back to a 2-point game. 38-36. North Bergen somehow finding a way to stick around in this game. Golden being pressured out by Velasquez. On the baseline, Riverdale picking up their dribble. Here's Rosick back into the game as Coach Van Saders goes to his bench. Nunez across the way. Missed the layup. Velasquez with a rebound. Gets it to Perez. Perez in the open floor. Corner 3. Swatted away by Golden. Here it goes Riverdale the other way. Rosick in the open floor. Gets the lay-in. Big rejection on one end of the floor by Sean Golden. Leads to the 2 points for Ryan Rosick. 40-36 coming up in the final 2 minutes of the third quarter. Another exciting game. We just had a 2-point game in our last game. For third place, Old Tapan outlasted Passaic by 2. This is for 5th place. Aiden Rivera, 9 points in this game. Only 2 points so far here in the second half. Kick out, uncontested 3. 3-ball knocked down by Christopher Guerra. North Bergen back to within 1. Looking to force a turnover, they can't, and Golden with the 2-hand slam and 1. He's the ultimate press breaker. Once they get it to him, there is nobody in white who can defend against that towering force that is Sean Golden. 26 points in this game now for Golden. Short on the foul shot, though. And then a holding foul against Riverdale. Golden a little tired now. He has rarely left the floor here today. Kind of showing the wear and tear of it and missing his foul shots. But still, 26-point performance for Sean Golden that has tied him with his teammate Liam Hickey for the most points by one individual in a tournament game this season here at Fort Lee. Hickey had it last game against Secaucus. And still, plenty of time left for Golden to add on to that total. Come up on the final minute of the third quarter, 3-point margin. Aiden Rivera trying to put his defender on roller skates. Little contact, no call. Now Golden got tripped up in midcourt. Referees letting him play on, and that eventually leads to the unsettled break and the lay-in by Velasquez. 40 seconds left to go in the quarter. And Riverdale has to call for a timeout as they were struggling to get the ball back in on the floor. 42-41, the lead for Riverdale with only 37.8 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Stick around for much more action as we continue on here at Fort Lee. Again, follow this game will be our championship matchup, Bergen Field, who've become the team of destiny of sorts, pulling up a couple of upsets in their first two games in the tournament, taking on a Memorial side that's watching from the bleachers, and they have been awfully impressive in this year's event. That's coming up after this game has concluded in a separate broadcast link here on the Fort Lee Athletics YouTube channel. Asadeo Cedeno with the interception right to the middle of the court and put his shoulder right into the defender's chest. And it's going to be a foul whistled against Riverdale. It's one of those turnovers that, again, North Bergen predicates their defense off of. Hickey picked up the foul, his second. Now a chance here for North Bergen to potentially take the lead just before the start of the fourth quarter. That's the fourth team foul. No more fouls to give for Riverdale in this quarter. Asadeo Cedeno was held that time as well after he was trying to drive and then dish. That'll send the senior to the line shooting two with 16.3 seconds left to go. Second consecutive foul against Hickey. He's now up to 3 fouls in the game. Asadeo Cedeno will get that one to rattle home. 15 points now for the senior. And a chance with the game tied to give North Bergen back the lead for the first time in a long time. And he does just that. Asadeo Cedeno rattles in a pair. He's 3 of 4 at the line, 16 points for North Bergen. He's the leading scorer for the visitors in white. 43-42 lead now for North Bergen. Full court pressure being put on North Bergen on Riverdale. Hickey being hounded here. 10 seconds left to go in the quarter, and that one is thrown out of bounds. Another turnover for Riverdale. Possession back over to North Bergen with only 6.8 seconds left to go before the end of the third quarter. This game has changed dramatically. Asadeo Cedeno across the lane, tries to get it to fall. It's swatted away after it fell off the rim by Golden. And that'll do it for the first 3 quarters of action. Another exciting one brewing here from the home of the Bridgemen. It's North Bergen 43 and Riverdale 42 after 3 quarters of play. Stick around as we'll be bringing you all the action to start off the fourth quarter coming up next here on YouTube. 43-42, North Bergen outscored Riverdale 18-12 in that third quarter of action to now take a lead heading into the fourth quarter. Again, these two teams met a season ago in this tournament. North Bergen defeated Riverdale 55-41. Both teams lost so much from last year's squads. Still a great one here today, and Golden swishes that one just inside the arc. What a night for the senior forward. 28 points, now the top scorer at this tournament in a game this winter. 28-point performance for Sean Golden, just 30 seconds gone by here in the fourth. North Bergen trailing again, this time by one. Aiden Rivera getting it over. Christopher Guerra has 3 points off the bench. Rivera, ankle-breaking move, has the defenders fly by, finds Oscar Perez. High arcer, gets it to drop again. Such a beautiful-looking shot out of the hands of Perez. He's got 14. Extra pass, Dornheim underneath, turnaround shot. Really awkward out of the hands, and that leads to the eventual rebound by North Bergen. 46-44, Bruins in front. That full court pressure nearly led to another easy layup. Asadillo Cedeno just went to the rack one-on-one, missed the lay-in. Deflected last touch out of bounds, and that'll give ball right back over to Riverdale. Rosick. It's now Riverdale trying to space the floor. Golden was wide open underneath the rim. He still is. He's demanding for the ball. Hickey still holding on to it. Now feeds Golden underneath, and he lays it up and in. That same pass could have been delivered about 30 seconds prior to when it eventually was. 30-point performance now for Golden. Tie game, 46-46. Into the corner. Thinking about it was Velasquez briefly. Rivera cups the ball, throws it up, wild shot, no good. Rivera has not been able to get his consistent shot going here in this game. 9 points for him. Nunez inside, running shot is good. First 2 points of the game for David Nunez. Riverdale back in front, 48-46. Asadillo Cedeno getting it over. Guerra now with it. Rivera, a lot of dribbling. Asadillo Cedeno again trying to shake past his defender. Gets right to the rim, draws the defense. Kick out for a 3-ball for Dominic Velasquez. Another 3 for North Bergen. They're up to 9 triples in this game. Hickey being hounded, tries to get it to Golden, does so on the baseline, contact underneath. Golden is fouled, and it will head to the line again with 4:53 left to go in the fourth quarter. Golden is 5 of 9 from the foul line in this game. And he continues to be plagued by misses. Started off 4 for 4. He's now 5 of 10 from the line. Golden knew he missed it. Tried to rush in after it. Velasquez was hounded. And that'll be a foul against Riverdale. That last foul, by the way, was against Asadillo Cedeno, his third. Bruner getting the foul, his fourth for Riverdale, one of the defensive specialists for this Golden Hawks side. So he's in foul difficulty with 4. Rivera got the step and got through the defense. Aiden Rivera not settling for jumpers, getting right to the rim. Here comes the full court pressure again. Dornheim over to the near side. Riverdale again trying to be sped up here. Golden attacking on the baseline. Asadillo Cedeno getting called for the block, and That is foul number 4 for North Bergen's leading scorer in this game, picking up his 4th personal foul with 4:19 remaining. And Golden back to the line where he has now missed 5 consecutive foul shots. There we go. Sean Golden with a big sigh of relief after draining that one. 31 points now in this game for Golden. Right now there's a stoppage as they were just sorting out the correct score on the scoreboard. 51-49 lead for North Bergen. Golden trying to pull Riverdale back to within 1. Missed on the second offering. And then there's a foul underneath against Riverdale. So Golden goes 1 of 2 in that stretch at the line. Rossick picked up the foul. His first, team second. Both teams with 2 fouls apiece as we approach the midway point of the 4th quarter. 2-point lead for North Bergen. Trying to pull off a come-from-behind victory here and go 2-1 this season at this holiday tournament. Alaska is handing it off to Rivera. Got the switch with Golden on him. Rivera dribbles around him. Guerra now pulling out Dornheim. Guerra had that one pinball not only off himself but also off the leg of his teammate Cameron Perez, out of bounds. Turnover without a shot opportunity there for North Bergen. I'd like to thank again our proud sponsors, the Gyro Project, Noble Fitness, Base Camp Fitness, Anytime Fitness, Icon Recovery, Shoe Cosmetics, and the Vickers family, making this a special tournament this year. Golden spinning around the defense. Asadillo Cedeno has to lay off him. Mejia then gets called for the foul, trying to contest against Golden, who's frustrated with himself, feeling like there's a lid on the basket right now. Asadillo Cedeno knew he could not contend with Golden there, or he could possibly pick up his 5th and final foul of the game. Mejia, though, does pick up his 4th foul. And Golden swishes home that first foul shot. Seven makes at the line for Golden today. Short on the second. Golden fouls his own miss, fouls it again, and 1! 33 points in this game now for Sean Golden with a chance at a 3-point play. He's given Riverdale back the lead, this time at 52-51. Golden with a career performance, short again. This time Rivera swoops in for the miss. 52-51, closing in on the final 3 minutes of what has been an entertaining ball game here for 5th place. Asadillo Cedeno seals around his defender. He got fouled on his way up, just left it short of what could have been a potential 3-point opportunity for him, as he'll head to the line for 2. And that is the 5th personal foul against Will Bruner. Number 13, he has fouled out of this game with 3:06 remaining in the 4th quarter of play, as Alex Asadillo Cedeno, 16 points on the night for North Bergen, to the line to try to tie this game. He will tie it after making his first foul shot. He is 4 of 5 at the line here tonight. Asadillo Cedeno clutch here in the 4th quarter. Another made foul shot, 18-point performance for the senior. 53-52, North Bergen back in front. Nunez as Golden tries to camp out underneath. Nunez across the lane, jumper no good. Golden with the putback, Golden missing. Golden snatches it out of midair, puts it up again and gets fouled. And he will reside at the foul line where he has been so often today, with a chance to try to tie and even give his team back the lead. 17th foul shot in this game for Golden. And it's short. And voicing his displeasure as well. 7 of 17 from the foul line. That is keeping North Bergen in this game. He goes 1 of 2 at the line. 34 points for Golden. 8 of 18 from the foul line. 53-53. Rivera across the lane, might have gotten away with an extra step. Acidio Cedeno trying to clear things out. He's been just trying to iso ball and get to the lane. Does so again, the foul, and one! Alex Acidio Cedeno trying to take over things himself here. And he has the chance at a three-point play after banking it in from the near wing. Rosick got called for the foul, his second, team's fourth. Riverdale already in the bonus on the other end, and that's a missed foul shot. And what's the call? A holding foul on this end of the floor against Riverdale after the missed foul shot. Will mean more foul shots this time, double bonus upcoming for North Bergen and Dominic Velasquez. Shouldn't be surprised that he fought and clawed his way for that loose ball rebound. That's what he's been doing. But too strong in the foul shot. Back-to-back misses at the line now for North Bergen, so those costly misses on one end starting to show themselves on this end of the floor for North Bergen as well. 2:21 left to go. And Daya will come back into the game. Hasn't played all that much. Golden's been playing really from start to finish, and rightfully so. They go Twin Towers again. Velasquez does sink that second foul shot. Goes 1 of 2 at the line. 6 points off the bench for the sophomore. Velasquez, and there's going to be a timeout on the floor with 2:21 left to go in the fourth quarter. North Bergen stretching their lead to 3, 56-53, as we're nearing the end of regulation here today. And again, a reminder, fans, to stick with us as we'll be bringing you the sights and sounds of the 2023 Jack Reilly Holiday Tournament Championship Final coming up next, as it's going to be Bergenfield taking on Memorial in what should be a fun one here from East Gymnasium. That's coming up after this game is concluded. Riverdale with 23 foul shots in this game. Only 12 on the other side for North Bergen. Both teams in the bonus. Foul shots, 2 shots the rest of the way. Full court pressure again being administered by North Bergen. Riverdale slowly gets it up the floor, but they do so in time. Pendaya off to the near side, up top to Liam Hickey. Hickey has yet to score in this fourth quarter. He's got 12 in the game. Hickey going one-on-one against Rivera. Hickey might have shuffled his feet, but threw it away, and eventually anyway, out of bounds to Rosick. 1:57 left to go in the fourth quarter. Turnover gives possession back over to North Bergen. Bruins trying to find a way, somehow, some way, to win this game, despite giving up 34 points in this contest to Golden. Acidio Cedeno. Watched by Nunez. Gives it over to Velasquez. Velasquez, tough bounce pass intercepted by Rosick. Rosick in the open floor, tipped away from behind, but last touch off of Perez. Possession will stay with Riverdale. 94 seconds left to go in regulation. For Riverdale, it's simple. You have to get it in the hands of big number 24. He's calling for it in the post. Here he is now, three-point line extended, Mejia. Covering him, Golden pulls up for the jumper, no good, hit the rim a couple times. Ball is loose, Golden with the offensive rebound. Golden spinning inside, goes in for two. 36 points now in this game for Golden. 1 point game, 56-55 coming up on the final minute of the fourth quarter. This is going down to the wire. Rivera lost the dribble briefly. Not a travel, though. Asadillo Cedeno watched and chested by Nunez. And a timeout's going to be asked for by Coach Kevin Bianco. He'll want to diagnose what his offense should be drawn up here. 48 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. We had a nail-biter in our last game that proved to be an exciting finish, 53-51 win by Old Japan in the third place game. This has lived up to the hype as well in this fifth place game as Riverdale and North Bergen going toe-to-toe, only 1 point separating each. And Memorial waiting in the stands, they're looking on, knowing that they've got a matchup in store with Bergenfield for the championship round. Bergenfield, a surprising participant in the final. They trailed in both their games by double digits, yet came back and valiantly punched their ticket to the championship. A couple of nights ago, Memorial has looked solid, a 10-point win in their first game against Riverdale. And then took down Old Japan 52-37 in their last game in the semifinals. Rivera will inbound it, 48 seconds left to go. In the backcourt, Guerra being watched by Golden. Guerra picking it up, throwing it over to Rivera. Rivera holding on to it. Asadillo Cedeno now pulling it out. North Bergen just playing a little keep away. Again, there's no shot clock in New Jersey high school basketball. Asadillo Cedeno gets his pocket picked by Nunez, who'll go in for the go-ahead layup. David Nunez, his biggest bucket of the game. Now North Bergen trails by one. 20 seconds left to go. Aiden Rivera takes it himself right down the lane. The floater falls. Rivera with 13. Timeout taken. 7.4 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter. Back and forth we go. North Bergen on top of Riverdale, 58-57. David Nunez had a great play by Riverdale. He forced the turnover out of the hands of Alex Asadillo Cedeno, led to the go-ahead layup for Riverdale. And then Aiden Rivera with a big answer here late in regulation. The floater fell for Rivera. He's up to 13 points in this game. And North Bergen now one stop away from procuring a huge dramatic victory. And Riverdale down by only one. Again, no fouls to give for either team. And will North Bergen bring the pressure that they've been bringing here in the second half in the full court? Well, they drop back, and again, there is no size whatsoever to speak of for North Bergen. So if there is any shot, it's going to be very difficult to try to keep Sean Golden off of the offensive glass. He's well over a double-double in this game. He's got 36. He's the high scorer in this entire tournament. They also bring out Adida Pendaya, the junior center. Riverdale going with the large lineup now. Again, 7.4 seconds left to go in this game. North Bergen trying to hold on for what would be their second win of the season. Riverdale trying to get to 500 on the year with a win. They'd go to 3-3. Rossick gets the inbound. Up top to Golden. And Golden gets called for the travel. North Bergen got in front of him, distracted him a bit, and he got called for shuffling his feet. A turnover. And now Riverdale has to get the ball back themselves with 4.5 seconds left. North Bergen has to inbound the basketball. 4.5 on the clock. Rivera gets the inbounds to him, and he gets bumped immediately by Rossick. He and Rivera, a stare down ensues, and Aiden Rivera has to go to the line 3.3 seconds left to go. North Bergen trying to stretch their lead to maybe 3. It still would give Riverdale hope of potentially tying the game with a 3 of their own, even if Rivera hits both foul shots. Rivera missing, too strong on the first. So the door is wide open now for Riverdale. It remains only a 1-point margin. And it looks like Coach Ron Van Saters will call for a timeout to draw something up for his team. Rivera with a costly miss in the front of the 2-shot opportunity. What's the game plan now? If North Bergen had hit that first foul shot, it'd be interesting to see what you kind of do here. Again, we'd like to thank our proud sponsors of Fort Lee Bridgman Athletics, including our broadcast sponsors, the law offices of Deborah L. Pico, LLC, Sedona Tap House, The Finest Construction, and Fort Lee SC. What's your mindset? I think you have to have Rivera hit this foul shot. If you miss, don't believe Riverdale has any timeouts remaining, so then it's live ball and you have to kind of rush down the floor. 58-57, North Bergen leading. The turnover was so costly moments ago for Riverdale when they were down by 1. They still remain at that deficit. We'll see what transpires here as Aiden Rivera will step to the line. Rivera with 13 points in the game. He's 2 of 3 from the charity stripe. You have to be careful, even if you're thinking about possibly missing on purpose for a lane violation. That would be dead ball and give possession back to Riverdale, down still only 1. Rivera swishes home that second foul shot. 2-point lead, 59-57. Nunez will inbound it. Hickey down the floor, running 3 at the buzzer, rattled in and out, and North Bergen will come back to win in thrilling fashion, 59-57. Liam Hickey nearly banked in a winning 3 at the buzzer. What a thrilling conclusion to this game. 59-57, North Bergen on top here as they will close out this one with their second consecutive win of this tournament. So even though they couldn't repeat as tournament champions as they did from a season ago, North Bergen with a thrilling finish of this one, as Riverdale will have a heartbreaking loss. Riverdale will fall to 2-4 on the season. North Bergen will move to 2-4 on the year. Alex Asadillo-Cedeno, the leading scorer for the Bruins, with a game-high 20 for North Bergen. And Sean Golden with the dominant performance of the tournament, 36 points in a losing effort here this afternoon. So that'll do it for our broadcast coverage of this third game of the tournament of day number 3. Again, North Bergen victorious by a final score of 59-57. Stick around as we'll be back for our 4th and final game of day number 3 and our 12th game overall of this tournament. It's the championship matchup featuring Memorial and Bergenfield. That's going to be coming up shortly here on YouTube. So again, for Renee Matisich and Dimitri Nanis, I'm Dan Long saying so long here from East Gymnasium. A thrilling finish, and North Bergen holding on at the very end by a final score of 59-57. Take care, everybody, and thanks for tuning in to this Jack Reilly Holiday Tournament.